Hello everyone, this is Devin once again, and today we will be simply going over how to put the V5 electronics on the robot. On screen right now is what your robot should look like after we do this. It shouldn't be long, we will be primarily using inserts. And on screen right now, as usual, are the list of timestamps. Once again, you should open up the chassis assembly file. I'm just gonna quickly skip ahead. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is we are going to attach the V5 brain to our chassis. So what I want you to pause and get are 4 1-inch standoffs, 2 V5 mounting flanges, the short versions, and a V5 brain. I want you to try and navigate the part library to find these, so you can pause now. Okay, so I will now get them. I will go to place, and I will first start with the standoffs by going into the structure folder, standoffs, 1-inch standoff, and I'll place down 4. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the mounting flanges. So these are under V5 Electronics in Devanhoe's VexPart library. So just go to V5 and you will find the mounting flanges, long and short. We want the short ones. So we'll put 2 of them down. And the last thing is the V5 robot brain, which is right here. We will place that down, and we are ready for the next portion. I will just go click home. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is we are going to just insert the flanges into the V5. This is only if you're using the flanges. If you're just gonna use these iMates, then you wouldn't have to do this, but for our robot we will be using the flanges. So basically it's just like inserting standoffs into C channels. You click the flange, press constrain, insert, and just select the correct iMates. As you can see, there are a lot of iMates, but they correspond with the 2 holes on the ends, the 2 ends of the middle slot, and the weird little insert pins. So once again, click on the flange, press insert, then click the hole in the V5 and press OK. And we'll do the same exact thing on the other side, where we click the flange, constrain, insert, select the correct iMate, select the hole, press OK, select the flange, constrain, insert, iMate, hole. Just like C channels and standoffs. And we will go home. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to insert these standoffs into the flanges. If you notice, I can only make one part's iMates appear at a time. To fix this, we need to select multiple parts at once. It's really easy. You just hold the control button on your keyboard and click the 2 parts. Now all the iMates show up. And this one is even easier. You press constrain, insert, and you just click 2 iMates. And you're done. We'll do that again. Hold control, click the parts, constrain, insert, select the 2 iMates. Okay. We'll rotate the camera, move these into view, select the 2 parts, constrain, insert, iMate, iMate, okay. Select, constrain, insert, iMate, iMate. If you accidentally select the wrong iMate, that's okay. I know it's kind of hard to tell where all the iMates are, especially when there's a lot of them, but just guess and check if you need to. Okay, so the next part should be easy. We're just going to insert these standoffs into the 5 wide C channel. for your reference, this standoff in the top left corner should go into this top left corner hole that I'm circling right now. You can pause the video here and try it for yourself. And remember, you don't need to insert every single standoff. You only need to do the minimum amount of inserts to make sure that the brain doesn't move. In this case, 2. Okay, so I will now do this. I will rotate my camera so I can see the standoff and the hole. I will click on the standoff, press constrain, insert, select the iMate, and then and this might happen sometimes, but you see, I can't see the iMate. So what I have to do, if you can't see the work feature for some reason, you just go to View tab on the top, Object Visibility, and then make sure Construction Surfaces are checked. And see, now you see all the work features. And it's fine if, cut this out. So this is helpful if you just want to hide these to take a screenshot or something, but we want these visible. So we will go back to Assemble, scroll out again, angle the camera, select the standoff, constrain, insert, iMate, and then hole. Press OK, and then we will we will move it closer so we know which hole to connect. Standoff, constrain, insert, iMate, work feature, OK. Little wiggle test, it doesn't move, that's good. Make sure to go home and save. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to attach the, not the brain, the radio. So this one is even easier. What we need are, for this robot at least, is 2 6-inch standoffs and the robot radio. You can pause now and try and find them for yourselves. Okay, so I will press place. The V5 robot radio is right below the brain, so I will open up that first. And then I will navigate to structures, then standoffs, then 6-inch standoffs. I will place 2 of them down and press escape. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to insert these standoffs into the brain. If they're just another double iMates, please pause the video right now and try and insert these 2 standoffs into the radio. Okay, just like with the flanges and standoffs, control and click the 2, constrain, insert, iMate, iMate. Okay. Hold control, select the 2, constrain, insert, iMate, iMate. Okay. And then press home. And easy, right? Now we just put them on the C channel. It really doesn't matter where it goes. I'm just gonna put it somewhere on the left side of the chassis. So you can pause right now and try and insert it really anywhere on the left side of the chassis. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so just like normal, select the standoff, constrain, insert, iMate, and I'm just gonna attach it right back here for no particular reason. And then click this, constrain, insert, iMate, work feature, press OK. So there we have it. And let's just say that you realize that I don't want this to be rotated this way because this plug is facing out. I want this plug facing the other direction. You could just delete this and redo the mates so I can rotate this. However, there's a way to delete constraints. So we're going to click on the standoff that we want to undo a constraint. Going to scroll down on the left where you have a list of all your parts and find the highlighted standoff. There's a little arrow that we're going to click, and you can see that we have the two insert constraints that we made. It will also highlight where they are on screen. So we want to delete the bottom one so we can rotate it. So simply click it, and while it's highlighted, press the delete button. And there we go. We can now click on the C channel, constrain, and reinsert it in the correct orientation. Okay, so this next part is the main reason why I made this video. Inserting the battery is slightly interesting because there are little details that you need to watch out for that you would not have noticed without finding out these issues for yourself. So the first thing I want you to do is place down a V5 battery and two V5 battery mount clips. You can pause now and find them. Okay, so I'm going to press place, go out to the main part library, go to V5 Electronics, find the V5 battery clip, place down two. And then I'm going to go back and place down a V5 robot battery. Okay. So this is gonna be where it gets slightly interesting. So as you can see, the battery has these little notches that the clip is supposed to go into. If you look at the clip, it's actually, the inserts are actually, as you can see, not perfectly flat on the top. This is because the CAD model is based off of real life, and in real life this is just how it's made. So we have to CAD this in an interesting way. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna do a simple mate. We're gonna select constrain. We're going to mate the clip face with the inside of the battery. So just click the two faces and press apply. We will do this with the other clip, but make sure that you're mating the faces on the same side. What I'm trying to say is when you are trying to mate the two flat front faces of the clip, the two different faces should be on the same side of the battery. Basically, if you're gonna mate things to the battery on the left side, you shouldn't mate anything on the right side. The reason for this is because the clips, if you look here on the right side, this is perfectly flush with the battery. But the other side, there's a tiny little gap. If you didn't just mate them on the left side, one of these would be slightly off-centered, which would mess up you trying to insert batteries. This is why it's a bit weird. So, anyway, the next thing we are going to do is we're going to make sure these don't slide left and right. So, we're going to press constrain. We need to get this edge of the little clip, click it, and then we need to get the inside edge of the battery and click it. And same deal, make sure that you're mating the correct side. So we have to mate this one and this one, because once again it's not perfectly sized. Like you see, there's like a little gap, And to keep these in line, we need to make sure they're mated on the same side to the battery, if that makes sense. So the final thing we need to do is just constrain this flat bottom portion to the flat bottom portion of the battery with simple mates by just selecting them. Okay, now that that's out of the way, we can simply add standoffs and insert it to the chassis. So I know that might have been confusing and you may still have issues with the battery. If you do have issues with the battery, I would suggest putting the clips onto your structure first and then trying to insert the battery. But you might just have to trial and error the battery. It's okay. Anyways, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to insert 4 1-inch standoffs. So pause now and try and insert them or place them into the assembly for yourself. Okay, so we'll go to place, get out of V5 Electronics, structure, standoffs, 1-inch standoff, and we'll place down 4. And just like last time, we're gonna insert them with the iMates. So hold Control, select the 2, constrain, insert, iMates. Okay. Select the 2, constrain, insert, iMates. Okay. Select the 2, constrain, insert, iMates. Just make sure you actually select the iMates. And then select the 2, constrain, insert, iMates. Okay. The next thing we are going to do is we are going to insert the standoffs into the 5-wide-C channel. We've done this many times before, so I'll point out where I want them so you can do it for yourself. So this standoff that I'm hovering over right now should go onto this circle that I'm circling right now. It's the second hole, 1, 2, from the line that's connected to the 2-wide-C channel. And then the other ones should just fall into place. So pause the video right now and try and insert them for yourself. Welcome back. I will quickly insert them. So select the standoff, constrain, insert, have to zoom in to get the iMate. Select the correct hole, press OK. I'm just gonna rotate this. And once again, we only need one more insert to make sure that it doesn't rotate. So select the standoff, constrain, insert, iMate, C channel. Press OK. And there we have it. Make sure to save. You can scroll over to the save button, or you can use the shortcut Control S. And there we have it. We have the V5 Electronics on our robot. So I'll see you all in the next video.